It has been a minute, man. It's been a while since I've live streamed. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy, Every Upcoming Test, coming back at you with another video. Let me see. Once we load into GTA Online, I will let you guys know what's going on. I have a lot to kind of share. I haven't really shared much of what's been going on the past few months. So yeah, might as well just start now. I guess while we're still in the sky. So if you guys don't know, I used to work at Best Western. Keywords used to. I worked there for about a year and 2 months, and I was the front desk receptionist, which means I was the guy checking people in. I was the guy saying hi to the customers. I was the guy prepping breakfast food so that the breakfast people didn't have to worry about it. I was the guy cleaning up lobby and making sure everything was clean. And yeah, and I would also go and make sure all the other rooms are cleaned and all that stuff. I would make sure that the pool and the hot tub and all that stuff was all good to go. So yeah, I mean, I did that. Well, they knew for a long time that my parents had moved out of the US, and that is true. This whole entire story is completely true. So my parents, they don't live in the US currently. They haven't lived in the US for about a good now close to a year. And they've actually so what happened was my grandfather died on my mom's side, and his parents were born and raised in Wales. They came over here to the US, stuff like that, and my grandpa always wanted to visit it, and unfortunately he couldn't before he passed. So my parents were like, okay, well, we will go take his ashes and we're gonna go take him over to Wales, and we're gonna, like, you know, drop him off there, spread his ashes in some places to make sure that, you know, he likes it and everything. Make sure that, you know, and yeah, so I mean, that's what they did, and they loved it so much. And so they were talking when they got back. They're like, you know what, we really need to go. We're gonna get our visa. Maybe here in the next 5 years we'll head over. And within 2 months, 5 years turned into 3 years, and then within another 2 months, 3 years turned into literally like 1 year, and then literally the next month later they were gone. And so my parents, they up and moved out of the country, stuff like that. It was pretty cool, you know, finding out that my parents are, you know, finding a new place to live, a place that they really like and all that. And so, and that's why I was about to actually switch lobbies. Because I knew that there was somebody following me. But no, they loved it so much, they decided that they wanted to go over there. They were able to sell their 4-bedroom house here in the US, and were able to buy a pub. And if nobody knows what a pub is, everybody should, but not everybody does. Hold on. Gotta make sure my mic's good. So a pub is basically a bar. And so, I mean, there's a lot of differences between a pub and a bar. First one being, bars have fights. So, I mean, bars are known for having fights. Most pubs, they don't allow fighting. Most people who drink at the end of the day are people who are getting off of work and are just wanting a little drink of their, you know, their favorite alcohol, shit like that, which is awesome. And yeah, so they own a pub. It's pretty sick. And then basically, I had to get my passport, and so in December, I went across the world over to see my parents, and it was pretty nice. I really liked it there. There was a lot of cool stuff that we did. I was able to drink. We did karaoke night. We went for a late night walk. One of my two things that I wanted to do there was go for a late night walk and also drink a pint with my dad, and I was able to do both of those, so that was very fun. And yeah, so that was really cool, and honestly, it was kind of unlike anything I've ever seen, because here in the US, the whole environment's completely different. You don't really know where to go, and when you ask people stuff, they usually respond in not a good manner. Sometimes they respond the way you wouldn't expect, I guess. And so that was like the biggest thing for me, was the fact that, like, you know, everybody there was very legitimate. They were, what they said was what they meant and what they believed in, you know. Like, most people here, they don't express what they actually feel most of the time. They just, you know, they just say what other people have been saying for tens of 20s of years, you know. Saying the same shit. Oh, well, you gotta vote for this guy because this guy's been the same guy to vote for the longest time. No, I'm good. Yeah. I don't know why I couldn't open up the LS Customs. Like, what? Okay, yeah, so anyways, when I visited it over there, it was like a whole different environment. I loved it so much. Well, when I got back from the US, I didn't even drop down in the Portland airport, which is, if nobody knows what the Portland airport is, it is, I believe, one of the 10 biggest airports in the US. I live in Oregon, so obviously that's the airport I'm going to touch down in. So I dropped down there, and not even dropping down on the ground yet, I get a call from my boss, who's the boss of Best Western, and she's like, hey, I don't know if you got my voicemail or anything. And I was like, no, I've been out of the country. I can't really get to that stuff as of right now because I don't really have data. And she's like, oh, well, might as well just tell you now. She's like, I unfortunately had to lay you off and stuff. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Like, that's stupid. I mean, first of all, I didn't mention this, but I did have a canceled flight. Not a canceled flight, but we missed our flight. So we had to stay the night there. And by we, I mean me and my sister, because my sister obviously went with me. And so, yeah, we had to stay the night somewhere else, at a different hotel. And we've already stayed there once when we dropped down in Bristol, Wales. So, I mean, we didn't mind staying there again, but we didn't really want to. Honestly, it felt like we were trapped in a different country. And I didn't really enjoy it that much that night. I was kind of just like really nervous. I wanted to get home. And like I said, the next day, you know, I get a call and it's like, oh yeah, you're fired and all that. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, that's stupid. I shouldn't be getting fired for something so simple. And, you know, honestly, she's gone now from that place. Like, she quit. She, like, up and quit recently. And that's fucking hilarious. But, no, like, yeah, she's gone from there. I was like, okay, good. And so I was worried because my sister recently, she's been saying, oh, by the way, I have a job now at, like, McDonald's. It's not a good job. But yeah, no, basically, my sister's like, hey, I'm moving out, and I know that you don't really have current, like, I know your current money situation isn't that good. She's like, you're gonna have to look for a roommate, or you know, somebody who can, you know, take you in. Maybe you can pay rent for them. And I was like, God damn it, man! Like, I can't have any chill time. You know, it kind of feels like that a lot. And I was like, whatever, you know, I'll get ready, you know, I'll talk to people. I was trying to talk to people, and honestly, nobody really wants me as a roommate, and I kind of figured that. But, you know, just say it to me. Don't, like, fucking try to avoid it. Don't be like, yeah, no, and the reason why is because you're, you know, you're a good guy and everything, you know. It's like, no, bro, just say what you want to say and fucking just say it straight up. But, yeah, no, so I was looking, and then recently I got a call from my parents, well, not my parents, my mom, and she's like, hey, I'm like, hey, what's up, Mom? Like, I saw that you called me a few hours ago. I'm sorry, I was at work, and, you know, I didn't get off until 1, and she's like, oh, that's fine, just wanted to let you know, have you found anybody to live with currently? And I'm like, no, unfortunately not. Nobody really wants to be my roommate. And she's like, so since that's happening, she's like, we are actually going to have you come over here and live with us. So, the reason why I haven't really been live streaming recently is because I am getting ready to move out of the US. And that is not a joke. I've already, man, tell you what, like, half my clothes are gone. Over half my clothes are gone. And if you guys don't ever remember me talking about it, I used to always mention my fucking, like, my clothes and everything. They are nice. They're nice. I love my clothes. But no, like, yeah, half my clothes are gone. Yeah. Half my clothes are gone. I'm getting ready to sell all my shoes. And yeah. And I'm gonna have to sell everything else except for my PS4. My parents said I'm allowed to bring my PS4, just, I'm not gonna be able to use it for a while. But yeah, and I figured, you know what, might as well make a live stream telling everybody what's my plan and everything. Fortunately and unfortunately, it's both a good thing and a bad thing, because there's a lot of things that I'm going to be giving up here in the US that, you know, I'm used to. A big one that I know I'm gonna miss is I'm gonna miss ranch a lot, because if you guys don't know, here in the US, ranch is like a US thing. We don't ever really use ranch outside of the US. My friends don't believe me on that. They're like, oh, there's ranch outside of the U.S. And I've been to a B&M, which is like a Kmart kind of. And I've been to other stores there. They don't have ranch. Ranch is a specialty item. If you want to get ranch, you have to order it online. That's what my parents do for their pub. Yes, and this is a baller ST, so yeah. I'll do painted, I guess. All these cars are like customized already, but I'm customizing them to fit what I like. Because this account's not mine. It's an account I got from my buddy. Since I do count reviews, this guy kind of like hooks me up with shit here and there. Stock hood looks clean as fuck. I'm pretty sure these colors are like modded. For king and country. I think I'm gonna get the for king. I like it. Painted mirrors. Got San Andreas exempt already. Oh, dude, that looks so nice. I could actually do something with this. Give me a minute. No nigga. I don't know. I think I might do... I'll do this. Gasoline green looks so clean.